Slowly moving the breath from the belly to the ribs, to the chest. Perhaps feeling it as much in the front ribs as the back ribs. And then we'll bend the knees and place the feet on the ground and rest the knees against each other. Cross your hands onto your chest. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, lift up but just 2/3 of the way. And then inhale lower. Exhale 2/3 of the way up. Inhale lower. And then exhale all the way up. Squeeze your knees together, squeeze your buttocks, and slowly lower down with control. Chin to chest. If you need to take another in-breath at the bottom, go ahead. Exhale 2/3 of the way up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale all the way up to straight. Squeeze the knees, squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the belly, lower slowly. And then continue like that. Inhaling down, exhaling up. If it becomes too hard to have your hands crossed at your chest, you can extend them forward and just come down and up that way. We're almost done. And then just complete the one that you're in. And then straighten your legs and straighten your arms and stretch those belly muscles and breathe into them to stretch them even more. Okay, so you can probably tell that worked more of these upper abdominals. So we'll work the lower abdominals, stabilizing the sacrum, and bring the feet up to the height of the knees. Pull the belly in, curling the tailbone slightly up, and feel how your lower back becomes flat against the ground when you do that. And then we'll try to keep the lower back flat against the ground as we lower 1 foot at a time. When you lower, the lower back is going to naturally want to arch, and your job is to push it into the floor. Also, when you lower, don't bend your knee, just lower from the hip flexor. Maybe you're coordinating with your breath already. If not, see if that might serve you. One more with each leg. And then hug the knees into the chest and let those belly muscles relax. With your breath deepening. Spreading it wide and long throughout the body. Good. And then we'll do just one more. So we've gotten the upper ones and the lower ones, but then we want to work these side ones. So we'll bring the right ankle onto the left thigh and clasp the hands behind the back. And we're going to do crunches, bringing just the left knee up toward the forehead. So as you may see, my hips are lifting up off the ground. Last one on this side, and then we'll go to the other side. Two more. And then we'll stretch out long again, reaching out at the hands and the feet, feeling those abdominal muscles stretching, and then breathing into the belly, stretching them even more. And then let's just take the upper body over to the right. Send the right leg over to the right and then cross the left foot over the right foot, coming into a crescent shape. And you might take your left wrist with your right hand and pull. And breathe slowly and imagine that you're breathing all the way up and down that left side. Notice the relationship between the shape of your body and you feel the breath. Slowly release, taking it over to the other side. Right leg crosses over the left. Left hand takes the right wrist. Really, the stretch comes only partly from the position and mostly from the breath. Because you take your body into the stretch that it's already able to go in. You're not really pushing beyond your boundaries when you take your shape. Then when you breathe into it, that's when you open it up even more. And then come back to center. Uncross your legs. Bring your arms back down. And then bend the knees. Bringing the feet under the knees, hip width apart. We're going to inhale and lift the hips and bring the arms overhead. And then exhale and lower down. Continuing like that. Those of you who feel like you want to work the abs even more on the exhale, you can come into a curl. The next time you come up into the bridge pose, keep your hips lifted and just bring your arms back down by your sides. You can either have the palms down. If you're able to, you can clasp your hands under your back and roll your shoulders under even more. If you're not able to clasp your hands, you might hold on to the sides of your mat and kind of pull away from you to create a similar effect. And then we'll extend the right leg out, not lifting it up. That actually is a little bit easier, but keeping the thighs parallel, the knees side by side, and just extending the leg. If you're feeling like your energy is low or you just don't want to do that, you can stay in regular bridge with both feet on the ground. Or if you want to challenge yourself, but this is a little too much, then you can go ahead and lift your legs straight up, which, like I said, is easier than having the legs parallel to each other. Try to keep your chest lifted, pressing weight down into your left foot. Keep your hips lifted. And then we'll switch legs, extending the left leg, pushing down into the right foot, lifting the buttocks. And if your foot is lifted, bring it down. Release your hands if they're clasped. Lay yourself back down. And we'll come into happy baby, bringing the feet up and wrapping your hands around the bottoms of the feet. And then pull your feet back until the ankles line up over the knees. Chin is down. And take a deep breath in. And when you exhale, relax the backs of your shoulders toward the ground. Where does the deepest breath open more space in your body? And then we'll send the legs out to the sides. Those of you who can still hold on to the feet, feel free. If not, just let the hands come to support the legs wherever that works for you. And then release and bring the knees back together. We're going to rock lengthwise in our spine, on our spine, and turn in circles as we do it. So you're going to turn while you're in movement. So you don't rock and then come to stillness and then turn. You're going to turn kind of by moving your feet when they're in the air and let that kind of direct you. Once you come around to your starting point, begin to rock the other direction. It's really nice for your spine and the muscles on either side of the spine, as you may notice. Get a massage. And then once you come back to your starting point, just come up to sitting. We'll bring the heels together with the feet flexed and move the heels far enough away from you so that there's a square inside your legs rather than a diamond. So the knees are bent at right angles. And then pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Now try to relax your arms down. Feel your hands relaxing. Let your head be heavy and relaxed. And then as you inhale, see if you can lengthen your spine. So where the bottom ribs kind of collapse in toward the hip bones, you want to just make more space there and throughout the whole spine, really. And then on the exhale, you might draw your navel in. Sink your back ribs down some more.
Really take your time with your breath. Feel it filling the space behind you, in front of you, to the left and the right of you. And then walk the arms over to the right. And the right hand applies some pressure to keep your left sit bone grounded. And then you can reach out long through your left hand and breathe to your left side. Pushing into your right hand, roll up, reach the left arm up, plant your feet, take the right hand behind you and lift your hips. You can let your arm come back. And then if you want more of a challenge, you can also straighten and extend your right leg. And release down, bring the left arm down, the buttocks, bring the heels together, reach the right arm up and fold over to the left, pressing in with the left hand, reaching long with the right hand, breathing long inside the pose. Then inhale the right arm up, bring the left hand behind you, plant your feet, push into your left hand, lift your hips, drop your arm back, drop your head back. And if you want more of a challenge, try to lift your left leg straight. And release down. Keep both hands behind you. Turn the palms to face the feet. Spread the fingers wide. Then rotate the hands away from each other so that you fold the shoulder blades back in toward the spine. And then lift the hips. Drop the head back. Keep lifting the tailbone. Nice. Stay with your breath. And then release the buttocks down. Straighten the legs. Bring the big toes together, the heels apart, flexing the feet. Inhale. Reach the arms up. And we'll hold the arms up for a few breaths. Pressing down through the legs, lifting through the spine. See if you can reach up through the fingers without lifting the shoulders. Pull the shoulders down. Extend out through the heels. Engage the legs. Maybe even the legs engage so much that the heels lift off the floor. And then fold forward, resting the arms. Or if you like, instead of resting the arms, you can make it a more active stretch, taking hold of opposite elbows so that you're framing your head with your arms. And then pressing down through the thighs, inhaling, reach forward through the elbow, stretching the spine longer. Exhale, scooping the navel in and up. All about the breath. And lift yourself up, reach the arms up. And exhale down. Let's cross the ankles and flip over the ankles to hands and knees. We'll take a few moments in cat and cow. And as always, those of you who really feel the need to work more vigorously with the spine or with the body, you can go faster. So instead of just a normal cat and cow with a regular breath, you can do a rapid breath and really get the energy moving to the spine. Or for those who like to work their muscles more, you're welcome to do your downward dog on your exhale, your upward dog on your inhale, and go back and forth that way. And then come everybody to your knees and your hands. Take a deep breath in slowly. Exhale slowly. And then we'll take the right leg back and the left arm forward. And then we're going to exhale and squeeze in elbow to knee. And then inhale, same side straight. Exhale in. And then we'll just take it right to the other side. And back to your starting table position. Good. Now just walk your left hand forward a little bit. You might want to bring your left foot out to the left side a little bit. Send the right leg back. Roll the belly open and take the right arm up. And then lower the right leg down Reach the right arm over, stretch long through the side. Pushing back with the foot and out through the hand. Get your hips under you. Good. And then return the hands down, the knee, coming back into your table. And we'll take that right hand just a little bit forward. Just for me, it helps the balance a little bit more, but you may not find you need to do that. And maybe take the right foot a little bit out to the side as well, also for balance. And then take the left leg up, roll your belly open to the left, take the left arm up. Working on all those stabilizing muscles, but also really feeling the spaciousness of the body as you breathe. You can feel this front psoas area opening. And then bring the foot down. See if you can even touch the outer edge of the foot to the ground. Send the left arm overhead and really reach. And then add to the stretch by deepening the breath. Beautiful. Release down, come back to your starting table position. And then we'll take the hands a little bit in front of the shoulders, keeping the hands shoulder width apart and the fingers spread wide. Curl the toes under, take a breath in. And then exhale, lift the knees, but keep the knees bent. And then roll the inner elbows forward and the pointy parts back. That may feel like it lifts the thumb a little bit off the ground, and just push with the thumb and the index finger forward. See if that can send your sit bones further back, lengthening your spine from hands to buttocks, but keeping the shoulders tucked into the back so there's no length there. And then we'll straighten the left leg and press the heel down, sink the chest toward the right thigh, drop the head toward the ground. Good. Inhale, right leg up, look forward. Exhale, drop the hips, bring the knee to the elbow. And again, up. And knee to elbow, hips down. More like that. And then we'll take it over to the other side. Inhale up. Knee to left elbow. Good. Now keep the knee forward. Bring it down onto the ground, just inside the right hand. Back toes are still curled under. And then just come up onto the fingertips. And then try to send the shoulders back and the chest out. Press back through the heel. And at the same time, draw the tailbone forward so you get a nice deep stretch in that hip flexor. Aim your left hip bone for your right knee. Breathe. Good. And then relax the back knee down, release the toes, take a breath into the chest. Exhale and fold forward. If your hip needs more of a stretch, then you can just bring your right foot forward more. The wider the angle in that knee, the deeper you'll feel it in the hip. Try to relax the body down toward the ground as you exhale. Let your head relax, resting it on your hands if need be. And then slowly come up. Plant your hands. Curl the back toes. Push into the hands and lift and send your leg back. Straightening your right leg, bending your left knee. Roll the inner elbows forward. Push into the thumbs and fingers. Send the hips back. Press the heel down. Slow breath in and out. Inhale, lift the left leg, look up. Exhale, drop the hips, bring the knee toward the elbow. 2 more. And then 3, going across. And then go ahead and just rest that knee down to the inside of the left hand, keeping the back toes curled under and the back knee off the ground. Come up onto the fingertips, pushing back out of the heel. Curl the tailbone under, shoulders back, heart forward. Breathing all the way up to the chest. Feel that tug of war between the heel pressing back and the tailbone pressing forward. And then go ahead and release the knee down, relax the toes. Take a breath into the chest. Exhale and fold forward. Relaxing your head. Again, you can adjust how much of a stretch you want. And moving the foot forward if that serves you. Feel each breath. Slowly lift your head, plant your hands, curl the back toes, take a breath, and exhale, step back into downward dog, both legs straight, both inner elbows rolling forward, fingers pressing away from you, hips pressing back, heels pressing down, sinking the heart, sinking the head, deepening the breath. And then start to walk your feet forward. Up to your hands. Bending the knees, tucking the chin. Slowly rolling up to standing. Reaching the arms up, inhale. Exhale down. Again, inhaling arms up. Exhaling down. One more. And just stand for a moment with your arms by your side. And your feet on the ground. Softening the knees. Lifting tall through the crown of the head. Feeling your breath. See if you can stay connected to your breath as you gently open your eyes. Find the spot in front of you to rest your gaze on. And then shift your weight into your left foot, feeling your whole body hovering over the left leg. And slowly lift your right foot up and place it to the inside of your left leg. So you may only be able to raise it just slightly. Maybe you can get higher, just don't rest it on the knee. Above or below is fine. Good. We'll take a moment and just bring the right hand to the right knee and open that hip. With the chest open in response, perhaps. And we'll inhale and take the arms up. Unless you're struggling with the balance, and then keep your arms down, maybe out to the side to help you balance. Or maybe here at the heart center. This is going to be the easiest way to balance, is to use your arms. But if you don't need them, you can bring them up overhead. Good. Now, if you feel balanced, but only if you feel balanced, we're going to take it into a combination of tree and half moon. So your gaze point will move from in front of you off to the left to counterbalance, sending the head and arms over to the right. Deepening the breath is going to steady you in the pose. Locking your eyes will as well. And if you're bending over, come back up. Let your gaze come back to the front. Bring the knee forward. Release the foot and the arms down. Just close the eyes. Notice the feet. See if one feels more connected to the earth than the other. Back to noticing the breath, slowing it down. Steady rhythm. Sink weight into the right foot. Feeling your body hovering over that right side. Letting the eyes open. Resting them in one spot. Rest your attention on your breath, even with your eyes open. See if you can keep your focus inward on the movement of your breath. As you lift your left foot, bring it to somewhere on the inside of your right leg, anywhere but on your knee. Sometimes pressing the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot has a stabilizing effect. And then we'll just take that left hand to the left knee and press it open a little bit. Open that hip. And then see where your hands serve you best. And then if you're able to balance here,
Then you can experiment with moving your gaze over to the right in order to bend your tree over to the left. And then come back up if you're bent. Bring the knee forward, release down. Relax the arms down and close the eyes. Drop the chin to the chest. And kind of like a rag doll, just let your knees bend, let your arms hang heavy. Roll yourself down. Once your hands touch down, you can bend deeply into your knees. Come all the way onto your buttocks. All the way onto your back. We'll just end with a gentle twist. Taking the arms out to the side and lifting the knees. And dropping the knees over to the right. And maybe you want to rest that right hand on top of your left leg. Or if the leg rests easily already, you might want to bring your right hand to the top of your thigh and push away. Get some stretch through the back. Your head will roll to the left. Try to relax your left shoulder down. And try to breathe. Sometimes when we twist, we feel like we're crunching too much and there's no space for breath. But if we really are deliberate about it, you can see that the breath finds its way around the twist. Maybe on the exhale allows you to twist even more. And then if you're using that right arm, release it. Inhale, lift the left leg over, open, then bring the right leg over, taking them both over to the left, turning your head to the right. And again, you can just let your hand rest, or you can give yourself an adjustment, hand to thigh, pressing away or securing down. Tracking the breath flowing in and around the twist. And then release the hand. Bring your body center, your head center. Hug the knees in. And release the feet down. And lift the buttocks, tuck the tailbone, and release the legs. And shake the legs out. And if you're using an eye pillow, place that on your eyes. We'll bring the arms out to the sides. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the body into the earth. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, the lips gently fall. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind, letting go of thoughts. Coming instead to the breath. And letting go of the breath. All the effort to breathe deeply. Rest now. Just breathing however the breath naturally comes and goes. Letting your awareness rest on the feeling, movement, the awareness, breath. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock side to side. Massage on your back, ground. Come center, bring the soles of the feet together, the palms of the hands together, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Roll over onto your side. Rest your head on your underside arm. Rest your body on the ground. Rest your awareness on all the things that you notice right now. Sensations, thoughts, feelings. And it's
release there. And when you're ready, slowly come up to sitting, let the head come up last. Sink down into the ground, lift tall toward the sky. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Chin to the chest. Namaste. Thanks for your practice.